was the funniest part was at the beginning, I had a hard time actually getting people to come on board. And I didn't know, that was a challenge.
So what were like the biggest challenges you faced when you were first starting up? Because I know a lot of people in here, there's tons of people who have ideas about what they want to do,
Sure.
but they're not prepared for the pitfalls of no or I can't find. So what were some pitfalls and things that
Yeah.
you encountered?
Well, so the biggest pitfall was the idea that so for me, I was so ignorant to what I was getting into. So the one big pitfall was that I couldn't convince other people to come in and help me with this. So I would like interview engineers, and I would say like, hey, I'm trying to make a motor that fits into the hole of this Hobie. And then people would look at me and say like, what are you talking about? You're like, this is crazy. I'm not going to come and work here. You're nuts, man. So that was the
Yeah.
funniest. The funniest part was at the beginning, I had a hard time actually getting people to come on board. And I didn't know, that was a challenge. And then I also was pretty ignorant about how difficult it is to get a product this complicated off the ground. I thought it would be faster. I thought there would be a lot more people who would be willing to help and push this along and be able to have expertise. But we had to reinvent. There was nothing like this out there at that point. So we had to invent everything from scratch, right? In that sense, I thought it would be like 3 to 6 months. That ended up being over 3 years, I think, or 4 years almost, before we were actually able to get a product out to people that was good and viable and lasted.